You start your, when you start working there?
Call council meeting to order February 1st, 2022. Any additions to the agenda tonight? Apparently there's no additions to the agenda tonight. Citizen comments. Any citizens here that's got any comments? Don't look like there's any citizens here. I don't blame them. Told that stuff. Consent agenda. Approve the minutes from the regular council meeting January the 18th, 2022. An appropriation ordinance. 2/4 of 2022 for $13,605.26. The one from 12/31 of 2021, AP2, $71,120.45. And one from Stanton for $3,010.88. And one from Kansas Municipality Utilities for $2,608. I'd entertain somebody a motion.
Second.
We got a motion and a second by Marshall. All in favor? All opposed? Passes 5-0. Brings us down to department heads, committee reports, electric department. Jeff.
Oh, we don't have much. Mid-States is back. They're gonna start putting conduit in for the radiator, stuff off the engine tomorrow. So, we just, on the cold days, have been trying to stay in and clean up some stuff inside the plant that needed done. And I was off for a week sick, and so anyway, we're back and everybody's running, and we got all our stuff together for the storm, I hope, so. Best we can, anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Got any questions for Jeff? Got the trucks ready to go?
yep.
Just in case. Nothing else for Jeff. Water department. Jason.
Well, there's no word from the state on the water tower yet. And the second one I need to do here is I need to get an approval by the council for a 2-inch meter. And it's $2,700 for the light plant. The main reason I'm trying to get this done is so our accuracy on this water for the state report is getting better accurate. Try to get those numbers down to a fine point, and so that way we have 3 or 4 of them in town that we're trying to get replaced a little bit at a time. And I was talking to Pam. She said we have the money for it, but I ordered a longer cord to get outside the building, so that way it'll pick that up and we can get them all back down in the computer and start reading it monthly every time for me. And that's what I want to try to get done, just to keep those numbers better for that report. And so I was hoping you guys will let me get that, and I'll get that ordered and get it put in so we can get his accurate, because it's only the last year's only showed 3,000 gallons run through that whole plant for a year, and it's slow. It has to be slow, because previous years it's been up higher, and it must be either quit or it's just slowing down. So that's the main thing I would like to see, if I could get that done.
How much was it again?
2,700. It's 2,685 with that module, and so I just rounded up to 27.
I'm sure
What do
we're
you got?
evaporating more than that.
What do you got in the power plant that uses that much water? I'm just curious.
Just when you evaporate through the tower.
You just add it to the tower.
Yeah, I calculate the water at the tower that goes into the tower every time I generate, because the state makes me track it. And it's got a meter on it where it goes in, it fills a tank in the floor behind that engine, and when the tower shuts down, it drains back in there. But
Yep.
and then we also have a bleed off on it so we can control our chemical. We're supposed to bleed all the time, so I've got a meter out there outside on the side of the cooling tower. When that starts running, then it'll bleed so much water off and send it into the drain, and I read that meter too. But I'm pretty sure it should have been 10 times that. You know, it should have been 30,000. I'm pretty sure. So we'd run more than that just in the bathroom in a year. You know.
Yeah.
So it's and I don't know how long it's been slow, but you know, up till now we only read them the first of the year when we calculated all that. But I told Jason when I read it, I said, that don't seem right, because I said, I think that's only 3,000 gallons.
I'm not looking at the previous years of it.
And it was. So something's wrong. I don't know how long that old mechanical meter's been in there. It's clear up high. You've got to stand on a ladder to even get to it. It's up under the floor by that back engine. So, but this way we'll be able to read it monthly, and I can calculate it monthly that way too, and it'll just make it easier to track. So,
Jason, what is the, if the state was to come in and fine us, what do you think that the fine would be?
I don't even know and don't wanna know, actually, and that's just being honest, I don't know.
Well, they've really started getting down on tracking this, you know, because we've only tracked ours for the last 2 years, and I have to send them in on my reports too, which we never did before, so.
The main thing of what this, I just don't want the state to come in, because we could be metering all this accurately, and then they come in and say, well, you've lost 17 million gallons, why? Where's it going? Then they'll probably throw a study on you, that you have to get somebody to come in here, well, why, do all this work and all this when we could get it accurate right off the bat for a lot less money. And that's what I'm just trying to do.
And do we have the, do they have the money in the account?
We budgeted 10,000 for each department to do like meter replacements and stuff like that, so.
Who's that through, Jason? The meter?
What is it? Honeywell?
Honeywell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd make a motion to approve Jason to spend $2,700 on a new 2-inch meter through Honeywell.
Second.
Got a motion and a second on the table. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Passes 5-0. Get your meter, Jason.
Thank you. On the sewer part of it, we have 2022 section of the town, mains clean, northeast. And we're gonna see if we can't start cleaning part of 2023 and just have it get going. And still try to exercise some more valves and try to get that going. As far as the streets, the guys put some cold patch down in some holes. And hopefully after this weather permitting, we can sit there and start blowing out those cracks on those coal mill streets and putting some rubber tire stuff in there. And then last but not least, on the equipment, the vac truck, we went and got it. It's here. And I called Morgan Diesel and Pratt, and they said they would they would work on it, and no problem. He said, give us 2 to 3 weeks and I'll give you a call. Pushing more towards the 3rd. So other than that, that's about all I got.
Police department, Corey,
I don't have anything.
slid by that. Fire chief, Mike,
I don't have anything.
I knew that. City administrator, Jamie's not here, Pam's sitting in. Pam, you got anything for us? City attorney's got here, he's gone. Old business, anything about the property code violations on 112, 647, 651, or 808? Nothing there. Truck parking, anything there? Engine for the power plant.
that's where we're at.
Bulk water project.
Waiting on parts, we're waiting on parts, you know.
Huh? Any new business? Got a 10-minute executive session, discuss employee performance, pursue non-elected personnel on a street department.
Do all those include?
Just us, the street people, yeah.
I'd make a motion for a 10-minute executive session.
Second.
You got a motion and a second?
Table and Jason.
Everybody at the table and Jason. All in favor? All opposed? Passes 5-0.
7-8.
10 minutes, it'd be 7-8. Council meeting back to order. We got a 10-minute executive session, discuss employee performance, non-elected personnel on the police department.
So
Corey?
to include all of us and Tori.
People with the council, mayor, and you.
Tori. So
How long? 10 minutes?
10 minutes?
Coming back in at 7:19
No, I hope not.
or 18,
7:29.
2019.
Second that motion.
7:29.
She was going home.
Call council meeting back into session, on executive session.
I'd like to make a motion to hire Aaron Rudy at $18 an hour for the police department with a 60-day evaluation.
Second.
Got a motion on the table and a second. All in favor? All opposed? Did you vote
Every,
5?
yeah.
5-0. There's nothing else on the agenda. Any other comments or questions? I'd entertain a vote to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor? All opposed? Passes 5-0. We're adjourned.